Hi everyone, welcome back to Sports Jazz. Josh and Isaac, we are back. Bro, TV is back. The
Yeah,
real
TV's
TV is back.
back. TV's back.
It's been a while, Josh. What up, man? What up?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be back. Happy to be here.
Happy
Um.
to be
Uh,
back. We come back with
yeah.
great news. The
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Amorim
Yeah. Yeah.
ball
Amori. Amori. Amori.
thing.
Amori. Amori. Amori.
Josh,
Amori.
after
Amori.
Ipswich, Sinan told you
Yeah.
you're not allowed to do that anymore.
No. 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 But we very much know that there will be a bit of
Ups
cracks
and
here and
downs.
there. But
Correct.
yeah. Yeah. And for me, I don't look at it that. The I don't want the ups and downs to be in the result. I wish that the ups and downs are in the performance. So for me to have gotten a draw at Ipswich with
Mm,
the performance and under the circumstances that we were in, I welcomed the draw. I welcomed the draw because at least it is not that bad that you totally lost the game. I mean, if you got something from the game, you will go into the next one with a bit of confidence. And the manager spoke very well about what he observed in the game versus Ipswich. So it
correct,
says,
correct.
yeah, he does. He did see that the players were willing to do the things that they were working on the training pitch. It's just that maybe the information was too much at the time, and the adjustment could not take place in that particular game. But it was positive for me when the manager did say that. Then I started to believe that even when he doesn't have the best of personnel in his side, he's seeing certain things that the ones who are available are willing to do. So you just hope that the when he gets the squad proper, they will be up and running.
Well, I think we are going to talk about that. But once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. I have Josh in the building. I myself, Isaac, we are in the building, and we are here to talk about yesterday's game, Saturday's game. We might do a bit of the Ipswich games, not Saturday, sorry, Sunday. That is United hosting Everton in the Premier League. And Josh, real quick, yesterday we witnessed Amorim's first game at Old Trafford and first win at Old Trafford. You could see the atmosphere after we won, rather after we went up by a goal, and within the next few minutes, we were already down, and our border was already up by 2 goals. That was very scary, Josh. It showed you, to me, according to me, uh, I understood the risks that come with the formation that Amorim has introduced. So, in other words, players have to really, really double their efforts. They have to play hard. They have to run. They need to have legs. The wing backs, the two CBs, and the midfield. I would say that's the fulcrum of Amorim's 3-4-3 that in transition when attacking changes and switches to the 3-2-5. But yeah, Josh, let's look at Amorim's first game yesterday, beating Bodo 3-2. Beautiful goal scored by Haaland. Sorry, not Haaland. Sorry,
Hoyland, Hoyland.
Rasmus Hojlund. Yeah, Rasmus Hojlund. That was it. The equalizer, Josh. It
Yeah,
was
he was the
beautiful.
equalizer.
It was beautiful. Also,
Yeah, but we
the
shall
build
get
up.
into that. We shall get
Masora.
into that. Let's
We are going to
appreciate
get
the
into
game
that.
in itself.
Okay, Josh, have a go at it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I cut you off there, but there's just so much about the game to appreciate that we when we don't go bit by bit, we might just get lost in the moment because there was particular moments that were very attractive in the game. I like the thing that you noticed after we did lead the game and they equalized and they went ahead. The thing you realized, I think for me, I wasn't scared one bit because I am one who believes that Amorim's side will always concede a goal. They just have to be better on the other side of the pitch because they
Mm,
have to use the chances they create, they will create more chances than the opponents best believe. But conceding a goal every now and then to an opposition that is very good, it's possible. It's possible you will concede a goal, but then what do you do? Make sure you do not fluff chances when you get into the other third, because we attack with so many players, we commit so many bodies when we are in attack. So it means that when we are in that phase of the game, at least make it work, make it happen. You cannot have players like Ganacho doing the things they were doing yesterday on the pitch. Then
No,
you will
Josh, I don't know why everyone is having a go at Ganacho. Yes, I understand he's a bit
every
selfish. He's not
yeah. It is
scoring,
not
but he
even
gets into position, Josh.
no
He
no no
gets
no
into
no no
position. All
no
he
no no
needs
no
to
no
do is
no. for
improve
for for my Sunday league,
in his decision making. His decision making is poor. His
for my
decision
Sunday
making
league,
is slow. But
yeah,
getting into position, Josh, those runs, he's on point.
for my
Just a
Sunday
few
league.
things to tickle
Yeah. But
for your Sunday league.
For my Sunday league club,
Say
I
it.
mean, I Zimpulida FC. I play as a striker, okay?
Ah,
And for a striker, you can make so many good runs, yeah.
okay.
But if you do not score goals, I mean, they're going to call you out. Because for me, when I'm playing on a Sunday, sometimes I enjoy myself and do the imaginary stuff that I have in my head because I can get away
Imaginary.
with it. Yes, I
Okay.
can get away with it. But a guy like Ganacho at that point, you're not going to get away with things like that. So you should
Man
not be
United
playing like
fans.
you're playing for Zimpulida. I mean, you should, you should yeah. I mean, he should manage the situation and actually apply himself to make sure that United is the winner every time he's on the pitch. But more often than not, you seem he seems to have this inflated ego of
No,
Cristiano
no, no.
Ronaldo.
Ganacho.
I
No,
mean,
no, no, no.
he
Guys,
does,
stop
he
saying
does.
that. That is not
It's
true.
not his fault. It's not his fault. It's United's
It's
fault,
not
and
true. That is not
it
correct.
it is true. Now, let me show you why. The circumstances under which he ascended into the player that he is right now was because he was doing very extraordinary
Who's
things.
your lead
When
scorer, Josh,
Yeah,
right
it is
now?
Ganacho. It is Ganacho,
Okay,
but
please proceed.
the eye test gives you much more than just the stats. The guy the stats, what the stats will give you. I mean, the eye test will tell you that yesterday Ganacho fluffed all his chances. Ganacho never created for anyone. Then the stats will come and back up the eye test by telling you that he had four shots yesterday, and he didn't have. He had, I think, a shot on target, and he fluffed the two. Then he missed two big chances. Then he had zero crosses to the strikers in front of
Taji,
him. And you
Taji,
must
keep.
know, yeah, you must know that for United to do well, these things must happen. You understand? Ganacho
I
has to
understand.
become a different
Sorry,
player. Ganacho
sorry.
has to play in Rasmus Hojlund. Rasmus Hojlund yesterday got 2 goals only because the system allows for the striker to get the ball. The striker gets onto the ball so many times, and now Ganacho is there, dilly-dallying on the ball and making the worst of decisions. So, I mean, quickly,
Look, Josh, I know Man United fans are not happy with Ganacho. I agree. I myself am not happy, but
you
let's
are.
not.
I mean,
No,
you're
no, no, no,
denying
no.
that these things are
I'm not
happening.
denying. All I'm saying is he just needs to be good at decision making when he's in the final third because he makes
That's
very
what
good
I'm
runs.
saying.
Josh, he makes very good runs. No, Josh, you're trashing him. He's
No,
always
I'm
in
not.
position, but the problem is decision making. There is
You
there is a
see,
chance if left that he
yeah.
could have passed it to Rasmus, and Rasmus could have made a hat
Yes,
trick. You
exactly.
know,
No, not
so
even a hat trick. Man United could have gotten into a position, a winning position, which was much more comfortable. We would have won that game 5 goals easily. But the decisions that he was taking on the pitch were so poor, and he does this every now and then. Um, for me, the manager must um, take out Ganacho and talk to him, and try to impart in his head that this is a team sport. If he wants
Well,
to play by himself, he should be trying tennis.
we- I didn't see that. Yo, Taji, keep the comments coming, brother. Keep the we are coming to the comment section.
Yo,
You roast Josh
Taji, what
very
up,
well.
my man?
Yo, once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Post Jazz. I am with Josh. We are in the building. And yeah, Josh, again, the game yesterday against Bodo. Real quick, Josh, was it very satisfying? To me, no, it wasn't.
Oh, to me it was.
No. To me, it wasn't. One
Okay.
of the reasons, Josh, I understand it's a new system, it's a new formation. As you said, a lot of things are going through these players. I mean, they're trying to digest a lot of things. It's a new environment when it comes to managing management, of course, the managers themselves. So yesterday we saw, was it? Yeah, Tyrell Malacia started as a wing back, and we saw what happened. I'm very happy that Amorim took him off right away in the after the first half. He took him off.
Come
I mean,
on.
again, listen, Josh. I'm saying I'm not criticizing him. I mean, for a player who has taken almost 18 months, if I'm not mistaken, not playing football, that is very understandable. But I don't know why he came on in the first place. I thought,
He
I
had
mean, I'm just
to.
saying, no, Josh, I'm just saying he could have come on as a sub in the last 5 or 10 minutes,
No.
because he almost, Josh, that,
Okay.
well,
Uh,
we considered Josh.
yeah, but we conceded 2 goals. Tere
Um, uh,
Malasia was just a culpable for one of them. And understanding the player, you cannot have an asset like Tere Malasia and Ruben Amorim as the coach. You do not give that talent
all
a
I'm
chance,
saying, he rushed him
because
back, Josh. He
no,
rushed.
he
He could
didn't.
have played the
No, he
last five,
didn't.
8 minutes
No,
slowly
he
by.
didn't
See
rush
what
him.
he's doing
No,
with Lenny Euro.
he didn't rush him back because Lenny Euro is far behind Malasia in their
Recovery.
rehabilitation plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, their
Mm,
recovery plan. But for me, when you have, I think he had a surgery on his meniscus twice.
yeah.
Okay, I think when you have such a surgery, you look at Terrell Malasia. What type of player was he? He was a very aggressive, robust
He was. He was.
fullback.
All I'm saying, he was
Okay,
rushed on. He
so
was rushed back
no,
on.
so when you're that type of player, he
45
was
minutes are
very
too many.
explosive. He was
45 minutes
aggressive.
are too many,
No,
Josh,
they
for
are
a
not.
player
They
who has
are
not
not.
played in over 500 to 600 days.
No, they are
Those
not.
are
I
too
disagree
many,
with
Josh.
you. I
Those are too
disagree with
many.
you. Anyhow, the point is, he came on, played the 45 minutes. He was not taken off because a guy had a run on him. He was taken off because the plan was always for him to play 45 minutes of the game. And he actually
Josh,
started. Yes,
my
he
God,
actually
Josh, come on.
started the game. He started the game very well. If you save for the goal that we conceded when he couldn't chase back the guy, which for me I don't see as a very big point, because there will always be an attacker who is faster than your wing back, like it
I
or
know this.
not.
You
There's a
told me
guy
that
who
yesterday.
Yes, there's a guy who is going to beat Kyle Walker for pace, whether Kyle Walker wants or not. Yet Kyle Walker is a fast guy. You understand? So for me, that is not a problem. But I like the fact that Terrell Malasia understood the instructions of the manager very well. He kept his width. He kept his width. He got on the ball so many times. To me, he appeared like he wanted to cross the ball into the box, but there was not enough bodies in the box. Well, maybe we are arrived late or something, so he had to play a safe pass within that area of the pitch. But baby steps, I do believe that Terren Malasia, if he gets fitter, he will be able to play in this system. One, because he's very aggressive. Two, because he's a very explosive footballer, and
All
uh,
right.
and uh, he has a good IQ. See the
Man,
goal that we scored. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's Dutch, so you know the football brain is big.
Josh, no, 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 no. We've had Van Gaal. When you talk about the Dutch, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
yeah,
us
yeah.
to go
He
there.
has
We've
a
had
big football brain.
Eric. No, no, no.
Yeah,
But Josh,
Eric.
yeah, let's look at
We all sort of do.
before we go
And
into the positives.
the
Josh,
goal.
before we go into the positives,
Okay.
sorry, you're finishing up something.
No, no, no. I'm done.
Before we go into the positives, Josh,
Yes.
you're saying that you're contented with what you saw yesterday, right? Because I
Yeah, I
am not.
was.
Josh,
I
it's
was
Bodo.
contented. Yeah, Bodo
Liverpool will
Glimt.
kill Bodo.
Yeah, that's Liverpool, and Liverpool is not where
Arsenal will
we are.
kill Bodo.
Arsenal
Who
has
knows?
not just
Aston
fired
Villa can
their
also
manager.
kill Bodo.
I don't
Enzo
know Aston
Maresca will
Villa.
trash Bodo. Bodo.
Okay, the
What I'm
point
trying
is,
to say is, Josh, this is my point.
you're not.
No, it was a bit off. Okay, again, I understand we're in a transition, but it was a bit off, Josh, to concede those two goals at
No,
Old Trafford. Yeah, Josh,
no.
it's Bodo. Who
Yeah,
knows
but
Bodo? You know,
did you
I
you
was
see?
I was with a Liverpool fan who told me, man, to be honest, I didn't know that team. I was like, yo, unless you're not really a football fan, but Bodo is well known. Bodo is well known.
Now, okay,
But
let's do this,
Still, we
Isaac.
still have a
Let's
long
do this.
Josh, we still have a long way to go. We are going to talk about the 3-4-3, the advantages and disadvantages. Yesterday we saw bits of the disadvantages. You saw what
Yeah, but
happened, Josh.
we. Okay, personally, I always knew that these things would happen at some point. But the thing is, why did I? Why did I get satisfaction from the game yesterday? One, the result. We won the game. We were three
That is
two
true.
up.
We won the game.
Secondly,
In fact,
we
before
created.
going into that game, they asked Amorim, he said, look, I know it's ABCD, but all I care about is winning. I just want to win the game. That's what he said. And yeah, he got the 3 points.
Now, we won the game. We created 20 chances in the game. We had 72% of possession. We
Correct.
played the system that the manager wants to play. We were forced into a situation of rotating some players, and we ended up with Luke Shaw, Casemiro, and Mazraoui
Yeah, no
playing in a back
CBs.
three. Yes, playing in
Amorim
a back
also
three,
talked about it towards the
and
end of the
then
game.
and then we were still comfortable. I mean, it wasn't the best back line. It was a bit weird, and I feared personally for when they get Casemiro and Luke Shaw and Mazraoui for pace, they'll beat him, because this Bodo Glimt you're talking about is a very good side. You're looking at the name, but you're ignoring the football that they
Regardless,
play.
Josh, we shouldn't be fidgeting to beat Bodo. But the only reason I'm going to excuse
Okay,
the team right now is because we have a new manager. His second game, actually, I would say that is the first time he has had a very full session with the players. The game against Ipswich, he only had 3 days. Josh, three
yeah,
days.
I'm listening.
No, no, I'm saying we shouldn't put Bodo so high up there. Yes, it's a
Yeah,
good
but
team,
you
but
see,
I think it's the first time we gave it a lot of respect.
no, I want you to understand that
Please make me
Bodo
understand, Josh.
Bodo Glimt, the team itself, the football team, it has a very good structure. It has very good runners. I mean, they stretched the game. I mean, Man United played in the system that we played in. We were wide. We were aggressive. We were winning second balls. But Glimt has played together and won a championship in Norway last season, and they're leading the table this season. So there's a feel good factor at the club. I mean, these guys there's a togetherness within them, and you could see in the two goals that they scored in transition, they were just one touch quick transitional play, and they get a goal. So for me, to ignore how good the team was because it's called Bodo Glimt, I don't buy into that. I mean, Manchester United itself, it has the name Manchester United, but on any other day, a team like Bodo Glimt should be winning against Manchester United under the circumstances that we are in. I mean, we've just gotten a manager who has a bit of a complicated playing style and stuff like that. He's not trained with the players so much. This was just his second game. Even if it was at Old Trafford, you Bodo Glimt would fancy themselves to win the game.
But anyway, Josh, if I'm also to look at, I mean, the positive side yesterday, beating 3-2 Bodo at Old Trafford. I agree. We could have scored more than 3 goals. We could have scored 5 goals yesterday. Holland again was excellent, clinical and dominant, especially that finish, his first goal. The second half featured more, or rather, I think I saw more of some good football. In fact, the second half showed and pulled out the real, I would say, the identity that he keeps talking about, that Amorim keeps talking about, the 3-4-3, the 3-4-2-1, the 3-2-5 in the second half. It was very, very clear. And of course, yeah, defending Josh was sloppy, very, very sloppy. We need more quicker and athletic players. And I hope Lenny Yoro is back very soon, because I think he will do very well. Again, talking about my boy Starboy Ganacho, he gets into position, but his wasteful decision making, he really, really, really needs to improve. He rushes a lot.
No,
And
it should be out of the
maybe the
team.
other thing that I saw, the subs were effective, Josh, yesterday. The subs were effective. That
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
other
yeah,
thing
yeah,
that I
yeah.
saw.
He did well,
That I
but
saw.
for me, the takeaways in the game, I now start to believe that with Ruben Amorim, we've scored in the first minute of the game. We did that against Ipswich, and we did that again yesterday. That
Yesterday.
means the players have a lot of. Maybe the instructions are very fresh within them, and they still have a
I
lot
like
of
what I see. I like what I
energy,
see.
so they
Although
are
we're still a
aggressive.
long
And
way
yeah, but
behind.
you think that it is a problem conceding goals, then I don't you're going to have a very longer season, because I don't know Ruben Amorim for playing that structure and keeping clean sheets.
And
They
I like
don't
the
come often.
passes. I
They
like
don't
those
come
short
often. They
passes
will
that come
always
to the
score
build up.
against
I
they'll
love those
always score
passes.
against his side, because if a team is half decent and they play these balls in behind your wing backs, then you're going to have trouble. Lisandro Martinez had a very good game. He had 100% passes completed, 100% duels won. He had quite a good game, but maybe you can say that Bruno Fernandes struggled a bit defensively,
Yeah.
because you can say he was guilty for not tracking the player all the way for the equalizer, and
Mm.
then again, even for the goal, for their second goal. That the run on Malasia, it only happened because Martinez was out of position
Lisandro.
to
That's good. So he
uncover.
tried to he tried
No,
to come back.
yeah, Lisandro Martinez went in field to cover the
Yeah.
player Bruno Fernandes should have been covering.
Yeah.
So
I saw
there
that.
was yeah, there
I
was a
watched
bit
that.
of a gap. But for me, that is also not a problem, because I do believe that once the players get into it, they will start to know the places that they must
But
be in.
yo, I love the formation, the adaptation, and to me the key players yesterday were Mazarawi. Then we had Ugati in the midfield, and of course Rasmus Holland. And it looks like Amarim hasn't wasted really a lot of time in making a clear impact in his first 2 games in charge. Because I'm looking at the rotation and change. By the way, Josh, it looks like he's not worried. He has shown he's not afraid to rotate the squad and make necessary changes. His willingness indicates he's committed and to implementing his footballing philosophy, and quickly and effectively. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Adaptation
yeah, yeah,
wise,
yeah.
players uh, players unable to adapt to his philosophy, sorry, are more likely to move on. Josh, I'm telling you, they are
But
more likely to be phased out.
I don't understand a footballer who cannot adapt to the demands of a
Oh
manager.
yes, you
I
wait. You're
mean,
going to see, Josh. You're going to see. You're going to be surprised.
no, I won't be surprised, because for
No,
me, if
because you're
you
saying you can't see a player who would fail we've seen this, Josh.
no, let me finish. What I'm saying is, I don't see why a player should not be able to adapt to the demands of a manager. Reason
Mm,
is, He is your manager. You're only as good as the instructions he has given you.
Sorry.
All
Yeah.
you are is a footballer. That's it. Then the rest of it is the manager who is there, who tells you what he wants you to implement. So if you cannot do the things that he could even be wrong, but you should be able to take on the instructions, because all you are is a professional footballer.
Mm.
So
You're
I
like
don't,
soldiers. They tell you to
yeah,
go this side, go this side.
exactly. So I don't really understand for a player not to be able to adapt to a playing style. I know that there are players who are maybe too left-footed, and it could be difficult for him if you were telling him to do certain things. But eventually, the players should be able to get on with it, and the players who cannot get on with it are just not good enough. It is not about their failure to adapt.
Yeah, but Josh,
Because you can
the
say Garnacho is a player who is going to fail to adapt, but the manager is going to stick with him until he finds, because he's willing, he has the willingness to do the right things, but he
mm,
might just struggle and never get level headed. You know, the difference between the best player in the world and an average player in the world is their IQ. I mean, you can't be making poor football decisions, and you want to be a top player. You will always just be an average player with a
I
lot of
agree.
maybe pace and things like that.
Yeah, Josh, before we go to the player ratings yesterday, quickly, Josh, you talked about Fernandez moving forward, forgetting to come back, and which pulled Lisandro Martinez out of position. In the same sentence, pulling Tyrell Malacia, who tried to come back and cover for Lisandro Martinez. Josh,
Yeah,
I mean, our defensive transitions. Uh, I, I mean, while the team promises, or rather shows promise in the attack, the vulnerability, the dangers during the counterattacks are something that Amorim has to address. He has talked about them publicly. He has acknowledged that it's a work in progress, but I think it's something that should be picked up so fast because we were
nah.
so
For me, I think I don't really have a problem with that, because I know that the team has to be at some level of understanding with each other. The players have to be on the same wavelength to know exactly how to position themselves in the
mm,
defensive transition. I mean, you see, Fernandez. Fernandez, it's not that Fernandez forgot to track back. He tracked back. He's just not fast enough. You
mm.
see, he's just not that player. He doesn't have all that pace to run and do those sort of things. But then again, when he was in midfield, much as he struggled that way, he gave us a lot more in switching these long balls and creating a tempo for the game. When the game was a bit of getting out of our hands, I mean, he just calmed the game down for a bit, and we started
I liked him
to,
more.
to pass the ball. I
Mm.
like Terrell Malacia, because when Fernandez chose to play around Lisandro Martinez and Terrell Malacia, Malacia was comfortable on the ball. He was not giving the ball away. He would play these passes, and United will recycle possession. And I am waiting for the icing on the cake, and I will not mention until I am asked.
Okay, let's get right into it, Josh. Josh, let's get right into it. Let's talk about Mazarawi, Josh. I mean,
Nasser
he fits so well into
Mazraoui.
Amorim's system, contributing both defensively, offensively, and his ability to stretch the play and support both ends
I
of the
told you,
pitch
is a
is
top,
invaluable.
top footballer.
You mean you have to first drink water? Talk.
Yeah, bro, icing on the cake, yo.
Let's go, Josh. In two
So you just
minutes.
gave me the ice I needed to have some water.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, but
Mazarawi.
yeah, Mazraoui is a very top footballer, and he has continued to show this since he came in at Manchester United. He has made any position he has been given on the pitch. his own. He makes the right decisions. He doesn't seem to ever make a mistake. Whatever decision he decides to make is the right decision. I like the manner in which he keeps the ball and gets out of these tight situations for us to be able to um, have more of the ball when he carries it forward and plays into a player like Fernandez. Then I like the thing that he did to get us the goal. He wins the ball back. He, dummies a player here and there. Then nice cross to Rasmus Hojlund, and Rasmus Hojlund tucks a very beautiful goal home. And from then on, I started to believe that. I don't know. Can I have two Mazrawis? Can I have three? I mean, this is a guy that every manager would want to have. He does not make mistakes on the football pitch. He does not make mistakes on the football pitch. He is always in the right
I think I
position.
think it's fair to say he barely makes music because he's going to make a mistake
No,
very
Auntie,
soon,
that is,
Josh.
you see, I'm talking about him now, and him
Okay.
now is what I have seen. So
Mm.
in the future, I don't think he will make a mistake, but then I will talk about that point. But as of now, he doesn't seem to be making any mistakes. He makes the right decisions on the pitch. I mean, you feel like you want him to be your right-sided center back, and yet he's going to give you much more playing as a wing back, because when
Thank you.
Lenny Yoro comes back and he's a bit fit, he will be able to get into his wing back role, and
I actually can't wait
the rest will
for
be
him
history.
to get
I
into
mean,
that position. I
yeah,
know
yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah.
think that is even going to be more juicier.
So for me, there's one thing that I would like to say or to add on Mazraoui's
Mazarawi.
presence in Manchester United,
Mm.
because more often than not, these mainstream media guys keep telling us that Eric Ten Hag brought a lot of dead wood for as long as you played at Ajax and you were Dutch, and it
Correct.
is at the club, and the club is
I think even at
bloated,
the time of sacking Eric Ten
and
Hag, Mazarawi was a good player.
yeah, and the club is bloated by all these unwanted players. So they should be leaving the club, and the manager brings in his own. I don't believe any of that rubbish, because when you look at the players around, you can barely see players. You write off that they are not good enough, and Eric Ten Hag just brought them to do them a favor. When you look at Matthias Delict, he's our best center back so far this season. When you look at Mazraoui, he's our best wing back, full back, right centered center back. He's a very
Everything.
good player. Yeah, everything that he can give. When you look at a player like, say, Anthony is the one that has failed to live up to expectations, and I do
Well,
believe that they use the presence of Anthony to make the point
ah,
that
yeah, yeah,
all these
yeah,
players who came from Ajax are bad. But
yeah.
I
Bad.
can remind these guys that Sir Alex Ferguson signed Eric Jemba Jemba. I mean, Eric Jemba Jemba was, I think, one of the worst players to ever play for
Mm-mm.
Manchester
No, it
United.
wasn't Eric Jemba Jemba. There's another player I'm
Eric
forgetting now.
Jemba Jemba. There was Bellion. There was Jemba Jemba.
Billion,
There was
billion,
Bebe.
billion.
There was Bebe. I think you're talking
But
about
Bebe
Bebe.
confused people. Bebe confused
Yeah.
people.
Oh,
You
no,
know.
he never did. He was just fake.
No,
So I mean,
he confused people the way Rashford is trying to confuse. Okay,
no,
let's go, Josh.
Bebe didn't
Let's go.
even
Let's go.
he didn't even last the season. But
No,
the
no,
thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm trying to say is it is not uncommon that you can get it wrong in one or two players, but
Mm.
then you don't just bundle the players together and you say that these are not the right players. If anything, uh, if you're going for a player who has worked for you before, you do believe that actually this is going to be easier in the transition, and maybe he will galvanize the dressing room to understand the concepts of my football philosophy. That is why maybe you get that player. But Yeah, all I'm saying is the players are good. The players are good. They should stop being abandoned and blame Ten Hag for them being Dutch or having played in Netherlands or being from Ajax. As in, that's all rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Sports Jazz. Josh, let's go to Rasmus Holland or Holland. Or some, I don't know,
Hoyland,
whichever
Hoyland.
way you pronounce
I'm
him.
not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not
Okay,
Danish,
Hoyland,
but
Rasmus
I
Hoyland,
believe
Josh.
it's Hoyland.
I think yesterday he gave us that goal he scored yesterday reminds me of that Aston Villa goal.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes. A
it's
bit.
similar.
Yeah, a
Yeah, a
bit.
bit of it. So I
But
mean,
this
leading
one,
the
I
line
don't know. I
yesterday,
don't know where
he's
he stole that first touch from. It was so
I know
beautiful.
we were clowning him last time for the Lukaku touch, but yeah, Josh, he led the line yesterday very well. Physicality and mobility are very crucial, and I think uh, he displayed that yesterday. Spearheading attacks and pressing the opposition defenses. I mean, he got us 2 goals. That second goal, he was right there in position. I don't know. At some point, they thought it was offside. Well, you can call it a tapping, but he was right there, Josh. What do you think about his performance yesterday?
Rasmus Hoyland, like the
Man
guy I
of the
believe.
match.
I
Mm.
remember when Ruben Amorim was mooted to be heading to Manchester United, and you told me that we should be signing Gyökeres. I did tell you that we have already Gyökeres at Manchester United in Rasmus Hoyland. The difference in the players is the other one is at the peak of his powers, whereas this one is just um, finding he's still in his formative years at Manchester United, and a guy like Ruben Amorim, who had an opportunity to polish Gyökeres, could be the guy who polishes Rasmus Hoyland. The only problem I do have with Rasmus Hoyland is his levels of fitness. But if he can manage to be fit, he does very many things that are similar to the way Gyökeres plays. And I use Gyökeres because a target man is the guy who makes this system tick, much as he's not the guy who uses a lot of energy in the game, but he makes the side tick because everyone plays with the focal point of a target man. And Rasmus Hoyland can be able to hold the ball up. Okay, Rasmus Hoyland, he's quick. He can run in behind. He can dribble. He can shove a player off. So he has to just. I had the manager said that Rasmus Hoyland only has to take fewer touches than he's already taking when his back is facing goal. Yeah, but Rasmus Hoyland had a beautiful game. The first goal was beautiful, but the second one is the goal that gave me a lot of. Your mic is off. But the second goal gave me a lot of confidence because I want my striker to score a goal like that.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
saying he
want.
was right there in position, right there.
Exactly.
And
Those
that's
are
what
the
you want
goals.
for someone who's called a striker. Those are the goals,
Yes,
those
yes, those
are
are
the
the
goals
goals
that
your
win
striker
games,
should
by the
get.
way. You know?
True, true, true. I mean, you could have a very difficult game, but if your striker gets into such positions, then he's going to get on the score sheet.
Mm.
But the first goal, he was beautiful. I don't know where he borrowed that
Like,
first touch, but he should keep it up. He shouldn't even wash those boots. I mean, he should wear the same boots always. That was a very deft touch,
it
and
was
the
a
goal itself
beautiful.
was beautiful.
Okay, Josh. Then we go to Manuel Ugarte. Some of you call him Ugarte, but yeah, Manuel Ugarte, Josh,
Oh,
from
Mano, Mano,
PSG.
Mano.
Of course, a
Man
former
had
player
an
for
assist.
Amorim. They meet
Yeah.
again at Manchester United. And I think yesterday, his movement and physicality were very, very vital in maintaining the midfield stability. Although, yes, not 100%, but I'm saying with time, it looks like he's going to manage the transitions. His ability to cover ground, break up rather opposition play. I mean, that also added a lot of resilience and adds a lot of resilience to the squad. Josh, what do you think about him? Is he the man? And who does he need to be paired with, Josh?
I mean, a Manchester United player who is fit and ready to play for Amorim is the one who
Uh,
can pair him. I
Josh, I mean,
wouldn't.
in the who? Come on, man, stop doing
Yeah,
like this.
because no, no,
I'm
no. I've
coming to you
seen the
straight
ones.
with it.
No, I've seen the ones that I've
Is it
seen, and
Fernandez how it was yesterday? Is it
no, no, no. I've not
Kobe
seen the
Mino? Is
ones.
it Casemiro?
I
Is it
don't
Toby
know of the.
Colaya?
Okay, I hope you can hope that Kobe Mino would be able to do it and partner Ugarte in that phase of the game. But the thing that I do know about Kobe Mino is not the fastest of players, and Kobe Mino does not have a very good range of passing. I mean, he's a short passer of the ball. He doesn't really ping those 40-yard passes, but yeah, maybe he can, and he doesn't do that often. But what I know that Kobe Mino will give me that Fernandez gave me yesterday is the tempo of the game,
Mm.
dictating the tempo of the game. At certain points in the game, I actually, when the game had just started, we were so aggressive, and so was Bordeaux. And so was Bordeaux. Bordeaux was so aggressive, fighting for every ball. Their lives depended on the second balls, and it was a good thing to see that we didn't give up. But at a certain point, I liked that Fernandez realized that things were happening way too fast, and he calmed the game down a bit, dictated the tempo, and when you do that, your team can be able to get back into the game. Your team can be able to win a football match. You can choose the moments that you go in attack and you kill off a game, other than when it is ping pong, ping pong.
Yep.
So for me, Manuel Ugarte got an assist yesterday, and
Yep.
he looked very good. He looked very good on the pitch. The problem is when you have Fernandez and Ugarte, these two players like to press very high up the pitch, and that means the center backs must be almost the high line is really high. It is
Yeah.
at the center line, yeah, because
Well.
they've gone very high up the pitch. But I
Well.
think eventually it will be Kobe Mino.
Well. Well. You know, players like Kobe Mino, Lenny Euro. I think yeah. Who is the kid yesterday? Kunkoki.
Goodwill,
Kolaya. All those. Yeah.
goodwill.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodwill Konkoki. I mean, these young players are still finding their feet, but they are likely to become key figures under Amorim Josh, and their
Yeah,
development and
I wish they
adaptation
do.
to the system will be crucial moving forward.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
wish
Josh,
they
let's
do.
go on. Let's go on. Let's look at Mason Mount, a player that it looks like he's a favorite when it comes to Amorim. He likes him. His versatility, work rate, technical ability that allow him to contribute effectively in varied roles, and especially Josh off the ball. I love his work rate off the ball. Off the ball, he's really, really amazing. So, do you see him starting more games under Amorim, Josh?
Sorry.
No, I'm saying Mason Mount. Do you see him starting under Amorim?
Oh
Do you
my
see him
God. Oh
getting
my
more game
God.
time?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Mason Mount.
Man, this guy,
Oh my God.
Josh.
Mason Mount, what can I do for you, Mason Mount? I have this thing that Mason Mount is the right player, but when I see him play, he's not.
No, Josh. I think I like how
He
he
is not.
plays. So, in other words,
No,
you're saying he has no.
he will be. He will be. He
Okay,
will
but
be. But
currently, at the
no, no,
moment,
no, no. He's far. He's far off.
no,
But
I
he's
think he
far
did a
off
better job
because
yesterday. Actually, it's one of
no, no, no,
those
no.
games I've seen him play way, way
Actually,
better.
yesterday,
Yeah,
no, he
I was
didn't play
impressed,
better
Josh.
in
No,
a
I'm
bit.
saying compared to the other games that he's been playing, Josh, I was impressed. I'm being honest. Ever since he
Okay,
joined
me,
Man
I was
United,
not. I was not. I
ever
was
since
not.
he joined Man United,
No, 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 no. I was not. I was not. They
and
no, no, no. There's a game that he played for Eric Ten Hag at the start of the season against
yeah,
Fulham. Now that is a football match. The second one he played, that is a football. But yesterday, dude, man, He even almost got on the score sheet out of the blue.
Luke
Had he
Shaw
been on
just
song, he scores that goal.
we have Luke Shaw also who walked back into the team, of course, coming coming from the
Yeah,
bench
it's a
after
good
a
thing.
while.
It's
It's
a
a good
good
thing to
thing
see
for
him.
us to have players who are fit. It's a
Yeah,
good thing for us to have our players back because it gives us a bit of squad depth going forward. You can know that at least you have
by
Tyrell
the way,
Malasia and Luke
squad
Shaw
depth and
available,
Luke Shaw, and the other
and
side you have
Diogo
Dallo and
Dallo.
Mazarawi,
Yeah, you have Dallo and Mazraoui. Then you
and
have
Shaw's
Lenny.
pace.
Yeah, you have Harry Maguire, Delict. You have
Josh.
Lenny Euro and
You know that
Goodwill
attitude you gave me when
Wonky.
I talked about Mason Mount. Please,
Yeah,
uh, don't chill, bro. Chill. Leave Maguire be. Let the skipper be. Former skipper,
that
bro.
guy is so scary, man.
Josh. Yeah, Josh. Anyway,
No,
winding
I
up the
get
Luke Shaw
scared.
thing.
I get scared thinking about his fitness
Yeah,
because
winding about the Luke
if the
Shaw.
guy is fit, is going to be in the game.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw, if he's fit, yeah, his pace, attacking progress, and I mean from the wing, provide width and crossing ability. Not forgetting his pace, his supporting defensive duties. Josh. So as a left
Somehow,
wing back,
I don't think he can do. He
as a
can do
left
it
wing
anymore.
back
He can't
with
play as
Luke
a
Shaw
left wing
fully
back.
fit, he's no. I don't see him playing as LCB or left center back.
That's the only position he can play. Did you see him yesterday? Okay, it's too soon. He has
It's too
just
soon.
come back,
Yeah.
but he looked like he was washing a gin with his hands.
Ahmad Diallo, Josh, very, very beautiful and important player for Man United and also for Amorim. We saw how he
Yeah,
changed
but
the game
for
off the
me, I
bench,
have
Josh.
one problem. I have one problem with Amad Diallo.
What's that problem?
I need Amad Diallo to start scoring goals because in
Well, he's
modern
not
football,
selfish. He's creating.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
trying
you
to.
can score
But of
goals
course,
and
I'd
not
also
miss
love him.
possession. Because the
I'd
thing
love him
is,
scoring goals for
you
us.
see, the thing is, in modern football, you see, even as poor as Ganacho is, the manager looks at the score sheet and he thinks twice. He's like, by the way, I can't leave my goals on the bench. I have to
I,
play this poor kid because he will still score. Then Amad Diallo, you don't start scoring goals the position that you play. There will come some guy who will just be banging in goals.
well, I mean, his creativity, you saw when he came on, the ability to take on defenders, just make him very vital and, important in the attacking setup.
Yeah, 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 sure. He does.
So
He
anyway,
does.
I hope he
But
starts scoring goals.
as a wing back, it's okay. He
No, no,
can
no,
be as
no,
creative.
Josh, come on, you would
Uh,
be wasting him. I want him the other
no,
side.
in the 10 position.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah, that
let's
is.
try.
Thank God it helps because Ganacho sits. I mean, you play a modern Bruno Fernandes in the 10, then Kobe Mino plays in midfield. But
Josh.
it's difficult for you to leave your goals on the bench. You have a problem with me saying Ganacho sits, but Ganacho has demonstrated that he's a player who is just as good coming off the bench. And instead of me watching 90 minutes of him making poor decisions, give me 15 of that.
Mm.
Because, yeah, he's going to be angry for not having started the game. And he will blast this ball so hard it will go to the back, it will go into the back of the net.
Okay. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. We are going into the comment section shortly, Josh. But uh, I wanted us to look at Amorim's, I mean, the system yesterday 3-4-3, the 3-4-2-1 or 3-2-5 when attacking, Josh. I would say, and again, Josh, anyway, before we come to that, I mean, let me give my overall so far what I've witnessed in the two games under Omarim. I think his initial games have showcased that his tactical preferences and willingness to adapt and rotate the squad. With his provocative approach to integrating players and addressing weaknesses, particularly in defending transitions. Josh highlights his commitment to developing a cohesive and competitive team, Josh. And with players like Ugarte, Mazarawi, Rasmus Holland, Ahmad Diallo, who am I forgetting? Bruno Fernandez. I want to fix in somewhere there. Ganacho, I know you do not agree with me, fitting in well into his system, and the potential youth players like Euro, Kobe Maino, Kukonki. I mean, it looks promising so far, Josh. It looks promising, and let's give the man more time. Let's wait and see, Josh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. I don't have a problem with that, by the way. As in, I'm a guy who wants a player like Ganacho to improve. If the manager thinks that the best way for this player to improve is to give him more game time, let him give him the game time. I am willing to cry, but I'm not going to not criticize him because he's a Manchester United player.
This
I'm
guy
going
that
to
I'm willing to.
criticize him.
Josh, in 2 minutes, tell me, is it? Do you see us progressing with the 3-4-3 with Amorim's?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
It
fact
will
that
work. It
he's
will work.
sticking to it and he's showing it in every bit in every game.
Yeah, it will work. I wish that even the younger sides start to play that way.
Once
Not
again,
for the
guys,
manager,
Sports
but I mean,
Jazz,
sorry, I
subscribe.
mean like under 21, the ones that are next, almost coming into the first team.
Yeah, let's get into the most exciting bit of the stream, and that is Sinan. Sinan, what up, what up, what up, brother? Nelson says, "I excited to be here. Bring it on. Let's bring it on." Nelson says, "I feel we are on track. We are on the right track. Identity sticking to his style of play. I agree."
Yeah,
And of course,
100%.
Taji makes an introduction. Why should you be scared? Bodo, who's a Bodo? Opposition, who's very good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're good. They're good.
I'm just going to highlight because it was cooking you, Josh, back then when you're saying Bodo is this
You should
and
have
that.
brought it on.
He said, very lucky at home with no difference. Man celebration, a close win against Bodo. Taji, Taji is having the moment.
Yeah, but you they won a UEFA Cup playing the likes of
Well,
Bodo.
he says, look at how he has called Rasmus. Taji, Taji, you're hating. Taji, you're hating. You're hating, but let's wait and see. Nelson says, I like it that the coach is clear and direct on how he wants the team to play. You either play it or you're out. He even explained it in his what in his presser. Yes, yes, we are clearing the deadwood. That's a dead. He always comes with that. He doesn't want going around in circles. Hey, Sinan, what's up? What's up? It's best to try and win that league you in, which you don't do, which you want to do. But the best bet, because now the EPL will show up your coach. Well, we are going to come to the Everton
You know
game.
there is a return leg against Liverpool.
Well, he was asking Josh, was that satisfying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. It was very satisfying.
Josh, you're right about Ganacho. That is Sinan. Why would you start him? Luckily, it was Bodo. Lol, he's talking about Tyrell and not a better team. That was a dumb move to start Malasia. That I also agree. I didn't get
No.
that part for a player who has not played in over 18 months.
So when will it
Then,
start?
Josh, when you get slowly by slowly, Josh,
So
did show
when should
start?
it start?
Did show start yesterday?
Show is anyway. Move on.
Taji, a win is a win. Our team is getting together. We need to win every game to get to be where we
Where
need to
we
be.
need to be.
That is
Hundred
very good.
percent.
What up, heights? What up, heights? Um, find an excuse for every lost and every foolish move Amorim will do about but that won't make your hopes better, bro. Coach makes foolish moves. Amorim is come on, Taji, that is harsh. That is harsh. You've only just watched 2 games of the man. You're not going to say you've been watching the Scottish League. Did you guys see Anthony's display? I told you he's gonna be good. in Amorim. Sinan, he just love Anthony. I think he was just Anthony. Maybe that calf flick,
Yeah.
that calf
No,
flick he did.
nothing, nothing. By the way, I mean, he just auditioned himself out of the system.
Nelson, Taji replying to Nelson. Nelson, tell Josh that he's trying to make it look like Man United is a very good team, and the name is Amorim. I know it's an
Yo,
unintended
no,
pun.
Taji has a problem with the spelling.
Uh,
Yeah, he has a problem. He has a his keyboard. His keyboard is
Sinan, did you see the second goal against you? Man walked back with huh, with his man wide open. He's talking about Anthony. Then Isaac, Malaysia was not taken off because of his performance. It were changes were rather changes were expected. You saw on the starting lineup. Did you expect Malaysia to play? No, of course I didn't. But I expected him to come on the second, rather in the second half, the same way you see Luke Shaw. Uh, of course, Taj is cooking us. A better team will beat Man United any day. Just trying to
yeah.
hype.
But we shall beat you next season.
Just trying to hype. Not this season. The return leg
Even the return leg, yeah, it's at
at
Anfield. No,
Anfield.
those guys like to draw at Anfield. They
Josh is
like to
trying to
draw.
hype Bodo. Bro, they use their second. Josh, by the way, Josh, they
Yeah.
that is correct. They
No,
had
it's
around
not.
5 to 7 players out
No,
because of the game they have.
they rested players, but they didn't use
Yeah,
their
but the
second
players
string.
they the players that we played against yesterday are not. Majority of them are not the starting players.
Yeah,
Josh.
we also rested players,
Oh man, this
didn't
guy.
we? We also
You did.
rested players.
You
Yeah,
did. You did. You
it is
did. You
that
did.
part of the season.
Bodo played with 7 bench players starting against United team. Your home. What I say? What is Josh saying? Excuses after
What I'm saying is
excuses, no accountability.
Anthony started that game, and so did Malasia. After 18 months, we saw it fit that against Bodo Glimt is when the guy should start a game, and he started a game.
How can a player be out for 18 months? Then you start him, bring him on and get him on.
No, but you're playing Bodo Glimt.
So in other words, Amorim didn't even show respect to Bodo. That's what you're trying to say.
He showed Malasia a lot of respect that I should be able to go and play a game in Europe.
Positives: we possessed the ball more. Transition was good. Minimum losses of ball, interceptions. But yo, against that Ipswich game, my God, we lost possession. I don't know how countless times.
I know.
Interceptions good. Created more chances. We shall get there. Uh, Taj is still against Bodo at home, and yeah, Nelson says Malaysia was fit to play. That's why he was started. That is the time when everyone in the squad has to be given a chance to play. This will give the coach an advantage on team selection. Then Nelson goes on to say, for me, I'm surprised that Dalo is struggling. I was going to talk about this, Josh. Struggling in this style of play, making a lot of blind passes and not being
Yeah,
able to make nice crosses. I was going to talk about this, Josh,
yeah.
that do not be surprised if Dalo is not a starting. I mean, if he's pushed out of the starting 11, I'm telling you,
No, he won't. He
if
won't.
Luke Shaw is given a chance and
Luke
he
Shaw is
plays
shit.
very good, I know,
He cannot.
Josh, it's a clean slate.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he's given a
No, but
chance,
what I'm saying, he doesn't look like a
Tyrell
player.
Malasia, you have Tyrell Malasia.
Yeah,
If
maybe
he's given a chance
Malasia.
and he also comes back very well,
Maybe
and
Malasia, but
Mazarawi keeps shining the other side. Lenny Euro is back. The
yeah.
lift is okay.
But
And you have
Dalo
Lisandro
is
Martinez also okay. Bro,
Dalo
Dalo is
is a
going to fight
proper
for minutes.
Yeah, but Dalo is a proper footballer. I don't have a problem with him. I don't worry, but I agree with Nelson. It is surprising that he's finding it difficult. But what I can tell you, Nelson, is Diogo Dalo is one of the players who has to adjust the way he used to play football because he was playing in that position, which is not very it is familiar to him, but not his most preferred position. And he was asked to do different things under Eric Ten Hag. And now a new manager comes and asks him to do different things. So I mean, with just two training sessions, Dalo is thinking too much because he's being given too much and he's trying to adjust.
I know it's a
He
lot for
used
him
to
to
play
take in,
in
by
the
the way.
position and then he
Go to
used to
the
come in
midfield,
midfield and
yeah.
play, and and now he's asked to
Attacks
stay
goes
wide.
in the final
He's
third.
not asked to go up front. There are times when they're asking him as a wing back to step back, completely back, and not go in front. And then there are times they're going to ask him to go. So the adjustment is still there. That's why, for me, I believe that Dalo is struggling. But if you told me on any other day which players were going to play in this system, I would choose Mazraoui and Dalo ahead of everyone else because of the energy that the players have.
All right, Sinan and Nelson say Mazarawi was magnificent yesterday. I think he was exceptional, and he's always
Yeah.
been. He's going to be. He's going to stay that way. Um, explaining Nelson, Bebe
uh,
signing. Was signing of all time. Sinan Mazarawi was, as I think Mazarawi was, a still underrated signing to me. He's one of those top signings that everyone. I mean, they kept hammering Ten Hag for bringing his boys he's managed
I
before,
know. Ati,
but
why do you bring
Mazarawi was a
players?
great deal.
Ati,
He's
why do
been
you bring
nothing but
players?
magnificent throughout.
Yeah, Ati, why do you bring players who are washed up and they're not liked by other teams? I mean, when you look at United, in the situation we were in, we couldn't even afford to buy two players at 50 million. So we had
Yep.
to be clever and do that deal. But
Look at
because
Sinan. Sorry, Josh. I think that is harsh. From Sinan is not a fan of Rashford.
But Rashford was not signed, born and bred.
And man, he has a very huge contract. I think his
But you
contract is left
see,
with three years. My
do
God,
you know the funny thing?
I don't see even any team that is going to play rather. Sorry, I don't see any team coming and buying out his contract. No one.
With Rashford, it has happened almost twice now that I remember. Every time Rashford has been on the verge of getting a new contract, he has played the best football of his life. When
Josh,
he
we don't
signs
want
the
that.
contract, he's
Yeah,
shit.
Nelson. He has good stats, by the way, or fair stats, but Fernandez is closing in on him when it comes to stats.
Really, Fernandez doesn't beat him already.
The lesser we see of Garnacho and Rashford West, the more. Nelson, that is
Yeah,
harsh on who? On Garnacho. Come
no,
on,
not
guys.
at all, not at
That
all.
boy makes good runs, Josh. He's always
What
there in
runs?
position.
What runs?
He's
Well,
always there in position.
he should sign up for the Olympics for Argentina in USA and continue making his runs. Well, yo,
I
you
think that
should
is just. Uh,
you should
j- j-
join the Olympics, man.
no, I think
Oh,
that is harsh.
won the Diamond League.
I think that is harsh. Josh, real quick, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do subscribe. Real quick, Josh, let's check out United versus Everton.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yay, Amori,
Uh, uh,
Sinan.
no, Josh.
Amorim is here for real.
Yeah, Josh, let's look at
Oh,
United
the Everton game.
versus United, the game on Sunday. By the way, there's very little space for the team to. That's why he keeps on doing the rotation. He talked about it
Yeah.
because
And
there
he
is
will
no space to
continue.
rest. Yeah,
He
there's no
will
space to
continue
rest.
to rotate. And for me, I think it is a good thing. Yes, we are not going to see the better players and what, but it is important that we rotate because it will give us some momentum and it will help us win football games because the more the players are fresh. Like yesterday's game, at a certain point, you saw that these players were too tired
Mm,
because the formation itself is very demanding. And
very.
Bordeaux Glimt gave us a game. It gave us a good game because they stretched us. They ran their socks off. So I mean, for us to win the game, we had to want it more. We had to fight much better than they did. So we did do that, and that's maybe why we won the game. So for the rotations, I think Onana will remain in goal.
I'm
Isaac.
listening, Josh. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
listening.
think I think Onana will remain in goal. We shall have
Onana, I don't know how. You remember those two?
Mazraoui.
Was it in the second half? Those two
Yeah,
moments, Onana outside the box.
yeah.
Yo,
He has to be a sweeper keeper at some point.
yeah,
Huh?
he's one of the best player currently. Mazarawi Onana is one of
Yeah, we shall have
our best
Mazraoui. Then
players.
we shall have Delict in the middle. At least he was brought off after an hour. We shall have Delict in the middle. We shall have Lisandro Martinez as the left-sided centre back. We shall have Dallo. I wish we give Tarel Malasia another run
No,
out of 45 minutes.
what's your back three? Mazarawi, Delict, and Lisandro Martinez.
Licha, yeah.
Okay,
Then if
I'm
Tarel,
I'm happy that you left out John Evans. Let's go on.
no, now the players are back. I mean, I don't need Johnny Evans, and
Okay,
Johnny
uh-huh.
Evans is not available anyway.
And the
Then
wing backs.
I would like to give Tarel Malasi another 45 minutes. I liked that he was explosive. I liked that he still has some aggression. He's aggressive and stuff
Oh,
like
come
that.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I don't mind giving him another 45 minutes. But the fact that Dalo just came on for this game, and the manager is trying to have Dalo get into rhythm with the system, I think he will get the nod. So Dalo
So in
will
other
play.
words, you have two wing backs, Malasia and Dallo,
Yeah, on
and
this side.
in the
Then
midfield.
the other side of the wing back is Ahmad. I
You're
bring back
confusing
Ahmad.
me. Let's go back. Onana,
Taren Malasia and
Mazarawi.
Dalo. Yeah,
Uh-huh. No,
on the
Onana,
left wing.
Mazarawi, Delict,
Yeah.
and Lisandro Martinez. Then your
Yes.
left wing back, pick one, Josh. One.
Oh, Dalo.
Okay. And the other side, right wing back.
That's Ahmad.
And in the midfield, of course,
In the
Ugarte
midfield, Ugarte and Fernandez.
and Fernandez. Do you like their chemistry, Fernandez and Ugarte, compared to Ugarte and
Casemiro.
Casemiro,
Oh,
Ugarte and Kobe Mino?
Casemiro is
Yeah,
going to play with
that's
Ugarte.
okay.
No,
Okay,
Ugarte is
then
going to play with Casemiro tomorrow on Sunday.
yeah, then the two tens.
The two teams, Fernandez and Mr. Westfall.
That is Ganacho. Mention the name Ganacho. And who do you have at the top?
Rasmus Hojlund.
Well, who would I
But
like
he
to
might
play?
just give Joshua Zagzi. But
No,
I
no.
will continue to play
I have
Rasmus Hojlund.
Onana. I have Mazarawi. I have Delict. I have Lisandro as the left center back. I have I have my wing backs. I have Dallo and Tyrell.
Yeah,
Then I have Casemiro and Ugarte.
yeah.
Then of
Interesting.
course Ganacho and Fernandez and Rasmus. That's it.
Yeah, perfect.
And I see a 3-1 for United. United winning 3 goals.
Prediction, yeah. At least now you understand that that one will always be there.
Yep, that one will
Yeah, we
always be
shall
with.
always concede.
News
Yeah,
coming in is Ahmad Diallo. United has started
5-1.
contract talks with Ahmad Diallo. By the way, Josh,
Good, 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 good.
extension talks. Anyhow, once again, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. It's always a pleasure, man, being on the stream. Shout out to everyone who has stayed on. See you very soon. Cheers, and we are signing out.